Hey, it's Thursday. Wow, what this week is going by, huh? So yesterday, hi, Thomas Miller on the Fun Astrology Podcast. Thanks for stopping by. Yesterday, the Federal Reserve kicked interest rates up again and expected 0.75%. And this was funny. How does this apply to astrology? Pisces moon, another one of the dual signs, just like Gemini. What happened yesterday is what happened exactly the last time the Federal Reserve did this. That the initial reaction of the markets was up, and then Chairman Powell spoke. Down it goes. The plurality of Pisces. Hey, I got something figured out yesterday I was so excited about. I haven't done a TikTok video in a while. Well, I've got to have good audio. It's just one of those things. And I couldn't figure out how to consistently get the phone, like it just all the cabling and all that stuff. Okay, so I found this box. Thank goodness Sweetwater had it on sale. I saved $100 on a $120 box. I got this. I guess they were kicking them out. I got it for $20. It sold for $120. It tells you how much retail markup is in there, right? Well, it works great. So now I've got a good little mic set up, and I can just go in there. The other thing I have to have is plug and play. Got to fire it up and go. Well, so I did a TikTok video yesterday, and it's like Thomas meets mass consciousness again. The video is about Pluto, specifically in the United States chart. And specifically, I pointed out that it was just kind of an epiphany as I was looking at that Sibley chart to realize that when Pluto moves into Aquarius and starts dancing on that line next year and then finally moves in 2024, it's still going to be in the second house of money and possessions. And I was inconclusive. I said, what, you tell me, what do you think? Pluto, the planet of transformation. Well, with mass consciousness, you can't do that. Tell me what it says. And this is what people don't realize. You're looking at the thin edge of a coin. You can turn that coin one way, or you can turn that coin the other. Pisces is very good at that. Under that Piscean moon, that's exactly what happened in the markets. Well, the moon is at 7 degrees in Pisces as I'm recording this, and we have that all the way until tomorrow evening, 7:06 p.m. It moves into Aries. Now, for the rest of today, tomorrow, and Saturday, the energy weather right now is more focused on what's happening Saturday. So the first event in sequence at 4:25 p.m. in the afternoon, the sun conjoins the south node of the moon. Now, you should know what that means. Finally, that moon wobble that we've been under peaks. Let's forget about the moon wobble component and let's just parse out the sun and the south node. In Scorpio, the very powerful dynamic of the south node in Scorpio that we have been experiencing now. The last time we did was in 2003 and 2004. So let's just take the characters for what they are. This is you, the sun. This is all about your very essence. Sitting down this weekend with a journal, lighting a candle, putting on some soft music, maybe saging the place, and sitting down with that journal and your soul and inviting anything and everything that wants to come up right now under this energy that hasn't been with us for 18 years. Go in and ask your higher self, what message do you have for me? Be kind and gentle. The other dynamic, the other seat at the table, let's tie this whole knot together. And the aspect is Saturday at 6:21 in the evening, Venus opposes Neptune. Venus in Scorpio, right there also at this intersection of the sun, the south node, Venus opposing Uranus and the north node in Taurus. Okay, those are the players. That's the technical. That's what's going on in the sky. And remember, we mentioned yesterday that it is squaring Saturn, this whole thing. That's why I'm thinking, let's just sit tomorrow aside here. I'll be back on Saturday with Ray in the markets, but let's just sit tomorrow aside and Friday, and let's be with this, because I think this is some super significant energy. Whether it shows up or how it shows up in the collective, well, I'll tell you one place that's showing up in the collective already, I can tell you, is Brazil. after that election, they are going nuts down there. Remember, as we've talked about the South Node in Scorpio, we've traced it back to 1966, 1967, which was that long, hot summer of riots in the United States. I'm just saying, the United States is one place. There are lots of places where this kind of energy can come up, and we are watching it happening right now in Brazil. Question I have, I wonder, is that a precursor to what may happen here next week? And I don't want to digress in this, but just think about the world we're in. This is not political. We're not going down that rabbit hole. But look at what's happening in Brazil. And the question you have to ask is, especially under this energy, will we ever be able to have a close election that is not a quote-unquote stolen election? I mean, some ways our consciousness is moving forward, and some ways it is not. And that is one area that seems like now is just a cauldron to me. But back to this aspect, because there is personal business to be done here. This is all about karma. Saturn is Lord Karma. This is about our soul. The nodes are our soul. It's about the very essence of us. And I see Venus sitting here at the table, right there with the sun in the South Node. It's almost like this grace and beauty amidst digging up dark old bones, Scorpio. That's why I say, when you sit with your journal, ask for benefic, Venusian, feminine, soft. Show it to me, but like a medieval painting, make the villain somehow have an angel over its shoulder. And be willing this weekend, starting today. That's why I'm saying, guys, this is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, it starts to fall apart. It's a window that we can dare to be brave enough to go into the depths of our soul. And there we might find something that we've been putting in the closet. Maybe we've stuffed it down. Maybe there's an issue that we haven't wanted to deal with. A masked old secret. It's been just comfortable enough to live with it that we haven't tried to address and get rid of it, resolve it. That's the energy we're talking about. And Saturn. Oh, whenever I see Saturn at a T-square or a bending, if you will, to an aspect like this, I always think of my own chart. And I just say, please do the work. Choose to do the work. Choose to open up to this, because the universe is trying to lead you and guide you into this special moment. One that, again, we haven't had for 18 years. So roll it forward. We won't for another 17. The portal to your soul is open in a special, special way for the next 3 or 4 days. And Lord Karma, Saturn, is watching and very interested in how you play this. Wow. I gotta say, after this podcast, I'm going to take this cup of coffee downstairs and pull out my own journal. See what's there. I'm going to take tomorrow off. Let's do this exercise together. I'll see you back Saturday and then again on Monday.